Welcome everybody, thank you for coming. So nice to see you all here. In last week's Dharma talk, we discussed the meditative hindrances. We approached the idea that although these hindrances hinder the development of relaxation, calm, and tranquility, they can be used as an opportunity for insight. The first opportunity comes when we start to develop relaxation and calm in our body by following the skills of meditation number 1 and meditation 2. Meditation number 1 is concerned with developing the skill of body relaxation. And to do this, we use some very mindful, slow, gentle breathing. Meditation number 2 is a skill of developing mind relaxation. And mind relaxation comes from observing effort held within our mind and using the relaxation of our body to teach our mind how to let go. In the 16 meditation hindrances listed in MIDL, it's the first 3 hindrances that will arise at this time because the first 3 hindrances are stress-based. The first 3 hindrances are stress reactions, physical restlessness, and mind restlessness. Physical restlessness and mind restlessness come out of stress. These are listed at the beginning of our meditation because we're meditating in daily life. Stress reactions are that overstimulation of your mind, of your body that comes about from living a busy life. When we come to meditation, our mind doesn't know the difference between sitting here in meditation and everything else. So what we do is we find when we sit in meditation and our mind is still untrained, it doesn't know how to let go yet of daily life. So the stress reactions might be feeling of anxiousness. They might be an overstimulated mind. And they'll appear as the next 2 hindrances. Physical restlessness is the inability to sit still. You may find that you fidget in daily life. You may find that you have a strong desire very early in your meditation to move around to try to get comfortable. This physical restlessness comes from stress. It's important to understand how to calm that stress, to calm that physical restlessness. Restlessness of mind is this agitated feeling, this jumping around. It's like your attention just wants to move around everywhere. It starts to jump to itches within your body, to sounds. It jumps around to thoughts, to memories. It throws up all these sorts of reasons why you shouldn't be meditating right now. This inability to stay still within the mind and inability to stay still within the body, are considered stress-based reactions. When we're looking at these stress-based reactions, these hindrances, it's important to understand their core, the basis that feeds them. The Buddha called this understanding idappaccayata, or specific conditionality. What specific conditionality means is that anything we're experiencing now is there because the conditions outside of itself are such for it to be so. So nothing is present independent of itself. Just like a plant grows in the garden due to the conditions around it, if the conditions are good, the soil, the food, the water, the light, if it's protected from insect, from winds, then the plant will grow up and thrive. But change those conditions. Remove the light for the plant, change the soil formula, less water, not much food, change the pH, and the plant will wither, it will decay. The same can be said for wholesome qualities of heart and mind, the kusala. The same can also be said for the unwholesome qualities of heart and mind, the akusala. And it's the akusala, the hindrances of heart and mind, that which disturbs, that we're talking about today. These stress-based hindrances rest on a bed of energy. Too much energy, too much effort, overstimulation in our daily life. If you intend to develop samadhi, that means to unify your attention through samatha-based relaxation, calm, tranquility as your daily meditation practice, as a basis for insight, then it's first important that you start to pay attention to how you're living your life. Is your life over busy? Is it overstimulated? Living an overstimulated, overexciting life will affect your ability to concentrate in meditation. It will affect your ability to develop relaxation and calm. To develop that relaxation and calm, it's important that you incline your mind towards where you want to be. How do you picture your life? Do you really want to live a life full of stress, full of anxiety? Do you really want to be restless when you're trying to sleep at night? Do you really always want to feel like you're chasing yourself in circles? Or can you see the value of having some relaxation, some calm within your life? If you can, it's important that you start to turn some parts of your life, not all, I understand. We have families, children, responsibilities, work. But starting to understand that all aspects of our life don't need to be overstimulated. And this means looking at areas in our life that we're distracting ourselves to run away from this stress. And instead using that time to sit quietly with ourselves and give our mind and our body some space where we're not adding anything into it, so it can begin the process of unwinding, of relaxing, of letting go. In MIDL, we have techniques for this. Meditation skill number 1, as we've learned earlier this year, and there's previous talks on this in this series, teaches us how to soften, relax effort in our body to let go of that effort. So we'll just quickly share this now, because in the earlier video on meditation number 1, body relaxation, we discuss this in detail. So stress can be lowered by lowering overstimulation in your life and starting to give value to this time in meditation of sitting quietly with yourself, giving space to your body and your mind. Meditation hindrance number 2 will come out of that stress. That's the fidgeting, unable to sit still. And that's that strong desire in your meditation to move around. Now, if that desire, you sit down, you start to relax, and then you have the desire to move your legs, to move your arms, to get comfortable. If you follow that, what you're actually doing is exercising restlessness. You may get temporary relief from that moving, but that very act of moving is rewarding your mind for being restless, rewarding your mind for running away from discomfort. And this is not the direction we want to go. Instead, if you find that strong urge to move, then practice shorter meditations. You can find shorter meditations in the beginning meditation, in the MIDL meditation system, the online course, called 7 Weeks of Calm. And in this, we gradually start with 5 minutes of meditation. That's not too much to ask, is it? And gradually increase it to 30 minutes of meditation a day. But we do this as a gradual process of daily meditation over a period of 7 weeks to gradually train your mind to become comfortable with relaxation, with letting go. Yeah. So start with a shorter meditation, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, set a timer, place it behind your body so you're not feeling like you have to look, you have to peek. Yeah? And have a nice bell that goes off. You can find one on Insight Timer. I just set a timer that just goes beep. That's all you need. You won't miss it. Set it behind you and then commit. For this time, I focus on relaxing, letting go with my breathing. And if I feel restless, I'll notice the effort, the tightening, the tension that makes me want to move. And with some softening breaths, softening, relaxing, letting go, I'll sit with, I'll be with that feeling of restlessness and letting it go. So making that decision to be with it and to relax, to let go into it, to find the comfort by letting go of that desire to move rather than following that desire to move. And slow, gentle breaths will allow and help you to do that. The slow breaths from your belly, just slow belly breaths. Yeah, those slow breaths just in your belly. They help to lower that feeling of stress, the desire to move. Or full body breaths, where you fill your whole body up. And slowly, deliberately, lowering your shoulders, your chest, your upper back, and feeling that relaxation. And then doing this and releasing effort in all main muscle groups. If you're really restless, you can actually tense and release muscle groups by tensing your shoulders, release them. Ah, that feels nice. And again, tensing your shoulders, release, that feels good. Tensing your arms and release. When you tense up a muscle group and you release it, you notice the difference between tension and relaxation. So you train your mind to let go. And if you can notice that it feels nice to let it release. then you also develop that understanding and teach your mind that there is reward in relaxing, letting go. That's how we deal with physical restlessness, by not rewarding it, not feeding it, by taking a path of directly going into it, feeling its discomfort, and gently softening, relaxing, letting go of that, finding the pleasure in that letting go. Mental restlessness is like physical restlessness, but it's agitation and inability to sit still within our mind. To calm mental restlessness, we apply meditation skill number 2. Meditation skill number 2 is concerned with using slow out-breaths, slow softening breaths in our body, and slowly extending a breath out through our nose to relax the effort, the energy that feeds that agitation, that restlessness of mind. When you experience mental restlessness in meditation, you may not necessarily experience restlessness in your body. If the restlessness becomes high, you will experience physical restlessness, the fidgeting, the desire to move. Actually, if we observe people fidgeting in daily life, that external fidgeting, playing with a pen, not able to sit still, tapping the foot, whatever, shaking the leg, is a direct reflection of the agitation within their mind. What I notice in MIDL meditators, I can see the progression in their meditation because they go from fidgeting, moving around, to being very still, still in their body and also still within their mind. This can be seen really clearly. They're not forcing themselves to stay still. You can see the progression in their meditation as these initial 3 hindrances calm down. As the desire to move, to fidget, fades away. This is because their mind, through softening, letting go, releases its desire to move. Actually, when running Zoom classes, I have to ask sometimes if the screen is actually frozen. Because looking at the screen, there's just nobody's moving, and I go, am I still online? Is everyone still there? And then they move and they go, yeah, we're still here. We're just listening. And it's kind of like, it really see it so clearly how still they become, so how calm they become. And this is because they're skillfully working with the hindrances in a way that weakens them. And the way to weaken them is to see what supports them, that effort, that energy, and soften, relax, let it go. Mental restlessness is not the same as wandering of mind, wandering to thoughts, wandering to fantasies, forgetting that we're meditating. They're later, more subtle hindrances. Mental restlessness comes up as an agitation of attention. That is, when the focus of attention rapidly moving around, it doesn't want to sit anywhere, it doesn't want to stay still. You start to focus your attention on your body sitting here, and it has a shaking feeling to it. If you try to focus on your breath later on in mindfulness of breathing, and we'll gradually get to that, you'll feel a shaking in your attention when you try to hold it still. This mental restlessness is stress-based, an overstimulated mind. That's what it's a sign of. To start to calm that overstimulation in seated meditation, and you can also use this in daily life, we use meditation skill number 2. It's simple. Let a slow breath out through your nose, like a long, slow sigh out through your nose. and allow your eyelids to relax. And you allow your eyelids to relax, to droop like you're falling asleep. Yeah? Very simply, we take a breath in, slow breath out through your nose, relaxing your eyelids, your eyes, focusing on your frontal lobes just between your eyes here. Do it again, slowly in, slowly out through your nose, relaxing your eyelids, your eyes, and notice what happens within your mind. Notice that relaxation, that sink within your mind. Noticing the releasing of effort. It's very subtle and it's very simple. Feels nice, doesn't it? You see how easy that is? Yeah? So if you're not sure about how to do this, there's an earlier talk in this series on meditation number 2, mind relaxation. And it covers the method. It teaches us how to do that, discusses it in detail. So these are the first 3 hindrances you'll come upon in your meditation, particularly when meditating in daily life. And these meditation hindrances are opportunities to weaken stress and anxiety, to weaken physical and mental restlessness, not only in your seated meditation, but in your daily life. But it's important to understand the cause. It's overstimulation. It's hypervigilance in daily life. Yeah? It's hypersensory stimulation in daily life. And these are the causes. And they appear in our meditation as too much physical energy and too much mental energy. And so these can be gently calmed, relaxed by softening, relaxing, letting go that effort, that energy. And just as a physical muscle, if it's no longer practiced, no longer trained, will atrophy and weaken, the hindrance of stress that comes from overstimulation, the hindrance of physical restlessness that comes from overstimulation, over effort, the hindrance of mental restlessness that comes from over mental engagement in things, the over importance in experiencing things, gradually weakens, gradually comes to an end. It goes through a process of fading in its strength. It goes through a process of calming through the skill of softening, relaxing, letting go. Through non-use, it goes through a process of atrophy, of fading in its strength, until it no longer arises within you. Yeah? You notice this will happen in your seated meditation and in your daily life through developing and very precisely applying the skill of relaxing, of letting go, of effort, and relaxing, letting go of overstimulation, and inclining your mind towards the importance of, the beauty of relaxation, of calm, tranquility, based on letting go. Wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing, and take care, everyone.